I'm really excited to congratulate Story Tapestries on their 10th anniversary. One of my favorite Whitney Houston songs. Whitney Houston songs is, our children are our future. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. And I know that Story Tapestries and their founder Ariana Ross do that every day in their program by activating the minds of every type of learner and helping dissolve the barriers to education. They really are champions of equity in our system and through the arts as well. And we're really proud to have organizations like Story Tapestries here in Montgomery County, an organization I've worked with in a previous role as well, because of their engagement and instilling confidence in our students. And so I don't know if Councilmember Jawando has any comments before we read the proclamation.
Sure. Yeah, I'll just make a brief comment and thank you. It's great to partner with you on this, Councilmember Glass, Councilmember Riemer, and Abstentia. Story Tapestry, excuse me. I have story times always in my head, but Story Tapestries participated in one of our story times, and we appreciate for them for that. But they do so much great work in our community. If you remember when we commemorated the 400th year since enslaved Africans came to this country, we had one of their great students perform a very powerful when we were together last year poem. And it's just a tip of the iceberg of all the underrepresented groups and voices that they help lift up, and just the great part and tapestry that is our community that they tap into. So they help us grow. We're stronger and better because of the work that they do. And particularly during this pandemic, it's really even more important. They haven't missed a beat. So it's great to be here and present this proclamation with you on their behalf for them today.
Excellent. So without further ado, we'll read the proclamation and
just go back and forth.
And then we can hear from Ariana Ross if she's here. So whereas Story Tapestries was founded by Ms. Ariana Ross in 2010 to address the systemic inequalities in assessing arts education, to provide equitable access to the arts as a source to develop oneself, to engage entire communities regardless of age, race, financial situation, gender expression, religion, and physical ability, and to shift the culture of inclusivity and the narrative of the community. And
whereas over the past 10 years, Story Tapestries has become a leading arts and education organization reaching more than 840,000 individuals through storytelling, theater, dance, spoken word, multimedia, and other art forms in a variety of public spaces, including the County Council, as well as workshops and training programs for adults and children to develop skills in different art forms. And
whereas enter Councilmember Riemer in abstention. Yeah. And whereas Story Tapestries ensemble of teaching artists seek to build a culture of capital within our communities and increase the literacy, social, emotional, and STEAM skills of Montgomery County and Maryland residents of all ages.
And whereas Story Tapestries develops and leverages partnerships to create opportunities, safe spaces, and access to resources for creative expression, always championing courageous conversations and brave spaces in regards to racial equity and social justice through its leadership of the Amplify US initiative.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland hereby celebrates and congratulates Story Tapestries on their 10th anniversary as a nonprofit organization that works to empower, educate, and engage professionals and community members to find their voice and tell a story through the performing, media, and visual arts. Presented on this, the 13th day of October in the year 2020. Congratulations, Story Tapestries. And is Ariana Ross here?
Yes, I can see her.
There she is. I am here.
There you are.
Thank you all so much. I'm Ariana Ross. I'm the Executive Director of Story Tapestries, and I am a lifetime resident of Montgomery County. I left, came back, and I'm really, truly proud to have my business in Montgomery County. I'm proud of the organization and what we have done. During the pandemic, we have reached over 10,000 families. with virtual programs, activity kits, and we are really doing our best to fill that gap and that need to bridge the equity barrier between different communities. I have to say that the thank you also goes out to the young people and their families. We would not exist without them and their voices and their constant ideas and suggestions. A good portion of Story Tapestry's job is to sit back and listen and do what the community needs as the community needs it. So I would like to thank the County Council for this opportunity and this honor. I know I'm going to see many of you on October the 16th, this Friday night. We have our 10-year anniversary celebration, and it will celebrate this proclamation and many other successes. Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Mr.
you.
President.